Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to another video about zakat, and a very important question. After working out our zakat, understanding, and finally setting aside the amount, who can I pay my zakat to? Who must receive this zakat, this obligation that I must give to someone else, a poor person, right? So how does this work? Well, first of all, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has clarified this in the Quran, in the book of Islam, in Surah At-Tawbah, ayah number 60. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ لِلْفُقَرَاءِ وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَفِي الرِّقَابِ وَالْغَارِمِينَ وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ فَرِيضَةً مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ حَكِيمٌ, which translates to alms are meant only for the poor, the needy, those who administer them, those whose hearts need winning over, to free slaves and to help those in debt for God's cause, and for travelers in need. This is fariyadatan, an obligation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ordained by Allah. Allah is the all-knowing, the all-wise. So these were the categories laid out by the Quran, and over time some of these were no longer applicable, such as no longer slavery there anymore, winning the hearts of those who are fighting against Islam and to stop them from fighting against Islam, or to keep away their harm. This is no longer the case anymore. So some of these categories have gone, and what we are left with now is simply poor Muslims. Anybody who's a Muslim and who is poor, who can take ownership of wealth, or somebody can take ownership on his or her behalf, is a person we can give zakat to, and they must take ownership for zakat to be valid. So the question now arises, who is poor? What is the classification? How do I decide if somebody is poor or not? If he's got £1,000, is that poor? If he's got £50, is that poor? What does poor mean? And the answer to that, as you can see there, is that anybody who has less than the nisab, and remember the nisab was the minimum amount required to pay zakat. So if you can't pay zakat, you've got less than that, then most likely you can take zakat because you don't have the nisab. So this is very important that we understand, when we give our zakat to somebody, they must not possess the nisab or more. In that case, they'll be giving zakat, so you can't give and take, right? So those who are poor, or those who have less than the nisab, and they are rightful recipients. Hope that's clear. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.